Hi, and welcome to another episode of Honest AF Show with me, Daniela Clark.
And me, Barbara Ann Wild.
Miss Barbara Ann Wild, we are
I almost
here.
said, and me, Miss Barbara Ann Wild.
I got to change it to Mrs. before Zach really gets mad at me.
No, we're good.
So I was watching something on my way over here today. I was watching a show, and they were saying that they've been doing some research, and that people, the age where you flourish the most.
Yes.
You know what that is?
Oh, no. Could you please not make this a disappointing, depressing show? Just to start out, from 27 to 34 or something like ancient, long time ago?
One would think. But guess what?
It's our age?
It's our age.
Oh, my goodness.
It's your 50s. You're all welcome.
Thank you for some uplifting
conversation today. So apparently the 50s are the most, the age where you flourish the most, where you start to, let me tell you why I think that happens.
I think it's BS, but
it's total BS. Total BS.
It's like saying it's good luck if it rains on your wedding day.
Yeah.
It's just to make you feel better.
Yeah, if a bird shits on your head, it's good luck. It's good luck. No, that's not true.
Please let us know these sources.
But here's why I think that happens, why they think that you're flourishing in your 50s. Because like people in their 50s suddenly are doing all the things that they wanted to do. Why? Well, because you hear the clock ticking.
Well, also because your kids are grown.
Your kids are grown. They're out of the house.
Yeah.
You've done your job.
You might have
raised
money
them.
because you don't really have any before then.
You might.
And these days, you might not have any.
You might not have anything. I mean, these days, don't you think that I thought I'd be in a different place than I am now at this age? Like, I thought at this age, I'd be like living the golden years, I would be done working so hard.
We were going to be doing our show from Saint-Tropez.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the beach in Saint-Tropez being fed cold grapes.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't think that I would still be like hustling and working and,
I could bring you to Oregon. That's the best I could do for you.
I love it.
You'll be wearing a blanket instead of a bikini. I can get you to the ocean.
You can get me to the ocean in a parka, but that's fine.
Hey, we had a great time last time we did that.
We had a great time. I think we should revisit it for your birthday.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, which you mentioned. We're going to maybe do like Scorpio birthdays there. I think that's a great idea. I love that. So we'll definitely have to do that. But it got me thinking, like, like your 50s are when you're supposed to be flourishing. That's like, you're supposed to be doing everything that you want to do and not giving a shit about what other people think. And
I think that part might be true.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit what anyone thinks about anything anymore.
Clearly, I don't. But yeah.
We don't give a shit what anyone tells us we should be wearing, clearly.
No.
Or what we should be saying or where we should be doing.
I hate that more than anything.
Me too.
I hate that more than anything. When people tell me, well, people of a certain stature shouldn't be really dressing like this or like that. Oh, whatever.
What is it? People over the age of 40 should wear whatever the fuck they want to wear.
Seriously.
Which I think is...
You should always wear whatever the fuck you want to wear. I mean, my God, you have one life. Yeah. Do it up. Do what you want. Do whatever you want. But, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about, I had this conversation with one of our friends this morning. She called me up very early, mind you, because this is early.
Yes.
But she called me up early this morning, and she was saying that she's feeling a little down because she can't find a job. And she really wants to get a job, and she's been trying, and she's been, submitting her resume, and just radio silence. And how hard it is to get a job.
For all ages.
For all ages. And I thought about it, and I think that if you... It's also really difficult when you're older to get a job.
Agreed.
Because, number one, people think that you're too old.
Right.
They want someone with more energy, or they want someone that has a younger brain, or that they think maybe you don't know the newest and the greatest, or maybe they think you're too expensive because you're too seasoned.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that can work.
You ran into that a little bit.
Yes, I certainly did.
Yeah.
But my advice is this. I was talking to her, and I said, you know what I think? In this age of AI reviewing your resume, because really nowadays, every time you submit your resume, it's reviewed by AI. Right. There's no longer like a personal...
There's no human... feeling or emotion going into it.
And if your resume doesn't qualify for all the hits that the job is looking for, and by the way, there are apps that help you customize your resume to what the job is, that can help you make your resume exactly what the job is posting for. But for the most part, it's very difficult to get seen because there's you submit a resume, and then you see that there's like 3,000 people that submitted to that exact job posting. So it is really difficult to stand out. So I thought about it, and I was like trying to give her like the best advice I could think of. And I'm sorry, my voice is going in and out because of air conditioning. It's been so hot, and it really affects me.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I think is really important is using your network. Go through your network, friends, relatives, past employers, people that you still have good relationships with in the field that you work in.
Great advice.
And hit them all up. Send them all a little personal note and just say, hey, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. Just wanted to let you know I'm back out in the job market. I'm looking for something. Yeah. If you come across anything, would you mind throwing my name in the ring? Or just let me know if you know of something. It is really crucial to network, because the only way I think to get a job these days is if you know somebody.
I think you're 100% right.
Yeah. You really have to network.
And I think that goes across the board no matter what age you are, because even with my kids, college degrees, graduated with honors in very prominent colleges. And Hendrix is going through it right now. He, graduated with honors from UC Irvine, but he's a very specific science field, and he has to go back and get his master's or PhD because a lot of funding's been cut and all of those things, but boring. But the fact of the matter is, for every single job that he fits and he applies for, there's I think it's something like 2,000 applicants for that specific position.
Correct.
And, I definitely think there is no such thing as a Nepo baby. Thank God you are one, because that might be the only way that you're going to get into a job or network or use your people that, if it's your mother or your father or your sister or family member or a friend or people that you have worked for. That's another lesson too. Don't burn bridges, because the world is a very small place as much as it is a grand place. And if you burn bridges, then when you are in that position and you need to go back through your network, you're like, oh, I can't call this person because this or that. Yeah. So that's a word of advice. Don't burn bridges, because you never know where you're going to end up.
Or mend the bridge, if you need to. Eat a little piece of humble pie. Sometimes that works too. Yeah. But I really believe that. I believe that you have to network.
100%.
Because a lot of people, like, even for me, when I've done everything in my field. I've worked for, oh my gosh, my whole life. And when I decided to go back out into the workforce, I had a really hard time finding a job again because people thought that at my level, I would be way too expensive,
which
number
you
one.
should be, but...
And number two, they thought that I would take over their company and push them out. So they were afraid of me. They didn't want someone at my level. So it can be
intimidating.
Yeah, it can be difficult. But what they didn't know was that I was at a different stage in my life and didn't want to work the way I used to work all the time and wanted to maybe take more of a back seat in a company and build from behind the scenes, so
you have total freedom to create because not everything is on the line.
Exactly. So you when you hit different stages in your life, you your needs, your wants change, and the only way people are going to know that is if you reach out to them and let them know where you're at.
Right.
So that's basically the best piece of advice I can give anyone is go through your network, go through your Rolodex. I'm dating myself. Go through your contacts on your phone.
I actually think I said that to Hendrix the other day. I'm like, just have to go through the Rolodex. And he's like, what? And I was like, oh yeah, no.
It's a figure of speech from back in the day. But yeah, like kids would look at us and be like, what is a Rolodex?
Totally.
I saw a little video on TikTok of a parent showing their kid different things or saying different things to their kid, like, showing them an answering machine. They're like, what is this? And they're like, I don't know. What is that?
That's so funny.
Like, and saying to them, what is a Rolodex?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the things that we refer back to. But going back to what I was saying, I think your best bet is to go through your contacts, your networks, go through your friends' networks, ask your friends, hey, do you know anybody in this industry? And also open yourself up to other industries as well, and open yourself up to other positions, because you can always switch things up once they get to know you and trust you. You can always move into a different position.
Totally. So would you say that study that you saw today, is this the best time in our life?
So yeah, going back to that. So I what made me laugh at that was I was like, I watched that this morning, and then my next phone call was one of my friends telling me that
it's not the best time in their life.
It's not the best time in her life at all.
Right.
And that she needs a job and she's getting depressed because she keeps looking for something and she can't find it. And I'm like, you're not my first phone call like this.
No.
I keep getting these calls, and I tell everybody the same thing. Use your network. You have to reach out personally, because it very much is about who you know and about connections.
Totally.
Because in this world where connections are lost, that's what you have to try and reattach.
I think a lot of people feel singular. Mm-hmm. And so if you can look back at those connections and realize that they're more meaningful than just going to grab a coffee together, that you may find yourself in a place that you never thought you would be.
Yeah.
So I 100% agree with you.
And you never know how something can change gears for you and take another shape within the company, and you can move up. Maybe if you feel like, well, that's, beneath my experience.
Right.
Maybe just a foot in the door. And then work your way back up.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Or pivot and have a whole new career. It's never too late. I actually, Hendrix was saying to me the other day, I kind of wish I would have done this maybe as my major. And I go, so you're going back to school anyway, add another major. Who cares if you go back to school?
Yeah.
He's like, but it's, I can't do that. I'm already 23. I'm like, it's 23. Never too late.
Yeah.
Like just go ahead and pivot and do whatever.
It's never too late.
I find it fascinating when people of our stature have completely gone in a whole new direction, and you read these stories of them finding themselves in their happy place after being in a grueling 9-to-5 corporate world or whatever, and they're a creative person, and they go and they move to country somewhere and they're doing some sort of crafty, creative gig that they've always kind of loved and it's been their passion. I think that is like to me, that's ultimate success, is to just, the key to life, find out what it is that makes you happy and do that, and I think that for those reasons, to get back to what you were talking about, I do find this age to be freeing. And I find this for Zach and I definitely have found like even buying the house in Oregon, not talking about things anymore and doing them. Like, I want an apartment in Paris. That is my mission. I will have one by next year. That is going to happen. So we'll have a new place to go. Might not be the south of France, but we'll get you to Paris. But I think like the one great thing about this time is that you do realize, like, if there are dreams that you have and you want to make them happen, now is the time.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
just do it already. That's kind of where I've been for the past few years, actually, and I've talked about it on the podcast, is that when I have something that I want to do, I'll jump in, I'll just do it. Because there's no time like the present. Why not?
I think that seeing you work too, not that I truly wish you didn't have another job than this, that we could actually just play all the time.
Just piss off all the time.
But I do feel that, your aura, your vibe, everything about you, it seems just a little bit happier since you're working.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it's really good to work.
I'm not happy for us, but I'm happy for you.
For me, it's really good because I feel more, I feel sharper. Like, critical
viable.
thinking. Yeah. I have my thinking cap on all the time. I've got to think. I've got to be on it. And it doesn't give me a lot of time to sit around and mope.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't have time. I don't have time for that.
Right.
I've got to get going. I've got to do my things. I have stuff to do. And it also helps me to prioritize time with like my family. And what I need, my friends.
Totally.
And, what I enjoy most. And appreciate the times that I have off.
Agreed.
It's so nice because a lot of the times when I wasn't working, I wasn't really doing anything special on weekends or anything like that. So now I make the weekends very special because I know I'm working during the week. So that's kind of nice.
I would think if I asked Zach that question, would you say that this is the best time period of your life? He would say 1,000%.
Yeah.
Aside of 2017, 2018, that world tour that he did with Ozzy was probably some of his favorite time ever touring.
Yeah.
That was a really great time period. But yeah, I think that he would say for him too, because he just is doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And he doesn't feel any of the, like, when little things that come up, which would really have just thrown a wrench in our whole day. Now we're just like, happy not, I'm not doing that. I'll do this. I'm excited about this. Or, I need to be, he just told me the other day, he needs to finish his record. BLS is coming out in the beginning of 2026. And he's like, yeah, but I need a week in Oregon first. He wouldn't have done that in the past.
Right.
So I think there is something to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any regrets? Anything you would do differently? Is there anything you would do differently if you could do it all over again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of my regrets are, I don't want to get super heavy, but the regrets that I have in my life might be with parenting. I think I could have done some things differently. I think all parents feel that way. I mean, there's no perfect parents.
No.
Not major regrets. I don't have any, like, I I think that at the time, the decisions that I made were the best decisions. I rarely lose my temper. On the times that I have, I regret it. I've never felt good about it. Anger isn't something that I experience very often.
Yeah.
And so maybe, but not real serious life regrets because, no, I don't
Yeah.
in that. But parenting, I think if I could rewind some of it, and I also regret not meeting you in my 20s.
Although I think we're in a safer situation.
I would have liked to have been with you at the House of Armani. But I think that, maybe I would have spoken up for myself a little bit more, but
Yeah.
nothing major like, I wish I would have done this or that.
Yeah.
Not really. I've had an incredible journey so far.
Yeah, good.
What about you?
I have some regrets. I do. Yeah. If I could rewind and do some things over, I definitely would. I don't have any regrets family-wise. I think I've always done my best to spend as much time as possible with my family and I have one kid, so
right.
I had it a little easier than you. But I think my biggest rewind that I would do is career-wise is I would
You would have had me as your bookkeeper.
Yeah,
then we would still be wearing Frankie B's down to work.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I think that my regret is selling Frankie B. That's a big regret of mine. I don't think I would do that now. I wish I would have known better. There's several reasons for that.
Yeah.
But the biggest reason is because it's Frankie's name.
And you created it.
And it was my baby.
Yes.
So that's a huge regret for me. And I think if I could do it all over again, maybe I would have, I think I wish that I would have documented everything better.
Yeah.
We got to do so many great things.
I know.
And my memory is not what it used to be. And I wish I would have documented everything more, but I think also at that time, because we didn't have phones and, all this stuff available to us,
right?
We didn't document as much.
No.
And now to rely on my memory kind of like frustrates me because I try to remember things and I can't. So I wish I would have documented things more. And I think I wish I would have been a little bit more present.
I always wish that.
Yeah.
That's something
I wish I would have sucked it all in a little more.
I definitely feel like, yeah. And that's, if we're going back to ages or whatever, for all young people, if there are any young people listening to us, try and be present and enjoy it and not so I'm going to do this when, in the future, I think that's why they're the anxiety generation.
Yeah.
Because anxiety is really worrying about what's going to happen.
Right.
So I think that, just be present.
Yeah, I think, and that comes with youth.
Yeah.
When you're young, you tend to kind of float above everything.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't see an end to anything.
Right.
Everything
is still do
that. A possibility.
Zach always says to me, I float a little bit above reality.
Yeah.
I have that tendency.
Yeah. I 100%.
If you're into astrology, you'll say your Neptune's conjunct your sun, which is my problem. I have to do your chart and look and see where your Neptune is. But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way.
Yeah.
But I do wish I had been a little bit more present to kind of take it all in, because there were some really significant events in my life when I was young.
Yeah.
And I don't think I realized at the time how significant they really were.
Yeah.
And I just kind of was like, dum, 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 dum.
Yeah.
So if I have that regret, that's it. Also, I don't think I would have baked myself in the sun as much as I did, because my skin is taking.
I don't have any regrets on that. On that note, I'm very proud of myself that I've been bathing in sunblock or sunscreen since I'm 15 years old.
Yeah, I baked. with baby oil. Um, so, but the other thing I saw, which you touched upon in the last podcast.
Yeah.
Was because of your shoulder, was weight training.
Yes.
You follow Dr. Claire, right? She's amazing.
Yes.
She is the menopause queen. And she brought something up, and it really resonated with me. Because,
I know exactly what you're going to say because it did not resonate with me.
Well, because you're injured. But
go ahead.
She talked about the importance of weight training when you reach a certain stature.
Specifically lifting heavy
weights. So, I do Pilates and I love my Pilates. But in Pilates, I use like little 2-pound weights, and I think I'm doing myself a huge service. No.
Pilates is hard, though.
Pilates is hard. You do use a lot of your own body weight, your own strength. So that is really good. But what she said was that in your 50s, most people already start getting osteoporosis and bone weakness, and that's why your bones get brittle and they break, because you start to lose a lot of bone mass. Now, the one way to counteract it is by lifting weights, because lifting weights builds more bone. And what she was saying by that, which I thought was really interesting, was she gives you this formula. If you don't follow her, go check her out on Instagram.
She's incredible.
She really talks about all this stuff. What is her name again? Dr. Claire. You look that up while I talk.
I'll look that up.
So she talked about having a formula. And if you do this just twice a week, it makes a huge difference in preventing osteoporosis and bone loss. Twice a week, you need to lift a percentage of your body weight. So in my instance, I weigh about 108 pounds. And so I am lifting.
She just goes by Dr. Claire.
Is that what she goes by?
Yeah.
Just Dr. Claire? Okay. So
Dr. Mary Claire.
Dr. Mary Claire
Haver.
Yeah.
But she goes by Dr. Claire on Instagram.
Okay, great. Make sure you check her out. Follow her, watch her videos. She is so informative. She gives great advice on how to take care of yourself during this time in your life, and how to make yourself healthier for longevity. And so she said, if you lift like 10% of your body weight.
Right, which would be 18 pounds for us.
Yeah. So for me, I'm doing 15 pounds, and that's a lot. And you have to do, instead of doing like repetition, like doing 50 of this, do 5. Because it's better to do really heavy weights and do smaller repetition and do more sets. So if you can do 5 heavy weights and do the sets, which are overhead lifts, deadlifts, and squats, and with weights, and then do curls. And then I've been doing the overhead for the back of your arms, so the triceps. And if you can do 5 really heavy weights of those and do the entire set 3 times, twice a week, that's all you need to do. And that will help you hugely with bone building and giving you stronger bones. So I butchered the entire routine, but go check her out on Instagram, because I think what she's saying is really important.
Yeah.
And so if you can combine that with whatever other exercise routine you do, whether you just go out for a walk every day for at least 20 minutes after dinner, or because now it's hot at night, go for a nice walk after dinner for 20 minutes. That's all you need to do. Walk your dogs every day. Gilby and I walk every single day, and we walk for about 45 minutes a day. We walk all the way down our hill, all the way back up. We take the dogs for a walk every single day, and I think that that's really helpful. I also do my Pilates, and now I've added 2 to 3 times a week the heavy weights.
Amazing. You're making me tired right now.
Yeah, but I think it's important because at our age, you have to.
No, I agree. That's why I have to go get soft weight, because I took her advice too literally and used way too much weights, and I hurt myself. But just know your limits.
Yeah, know your limits.
But I agree. I think it's really super important.
She said, even if you can only get the weight up once, that's fine. Go through the entire set and do it 3 times. So that's my dear Daniela for you for today.
Very, very sage advice. But
all right. Is it time for Flicks AF?
Yes. I have one too.
I saw the cutest little movie.
Oh.
It is so cute. Gilby told me about it, and he watched it on the plane. He was going somewhere, and he called me, and he's like, you've got to watch this movie. It's so cute. And so I watched it, and it is called The Ballad of Wallace Island.
Okay.
And it is really a cute story.
Awesome.
It takes place, I think, in like Scotland or Ireland. And it's about this folk band. And I thought it was really well done. It was
cute.
Really good. Really good movie. I would definitely see it. I would definitely recommend it. I forgot how I saw it. I think I want to say I saw it on, was it on Netflix or Hulu? I don't remember, but look it up. It's called The Ballad of Wallace Island. It is really
great.
Really cool little movie. And
awesome.
I really enjoyed it. Gilby and he rewatched it with me.
Oh,
yeah, that's how much he liked
wow.
it. So it's really well done, and it's.
I'm going to put that in my phone.
It's a really fun little, feel good.
I love those kind of movies.
Cool little movie.
Awesome.
So yeah, there you have it.
Have you been watching King's Court?
No.
Oh my God, you need to watch King's Court.
Oh, okay.
It's on Bravo. So it's Thaddeus, who was a wrestler, I believe. Oh God, Marcus something or other was a basketball player, and then Tyson Beckford, who most of us ladies of our stature know who he is.
Yep, he's a model.
And these are 3 kings in a mansion trying to find their queen.
Oh,
I cannot believe
how
you
am
have
I not
watched
watching this?
I don't know. It's on Bravo.
Wait, Barb, I feel like you failed me. You should have told me this earlier.
I thought for sure you were going to have a whole bunch of feedback on it, because I thought you had to be watching it. These men are beautiful. The girls are beautiful.
By the way, I got busted the other day. Kilby was going through the channels, and he goes, "What is MILF Manor? What crap are you watching now?" I'm like, "Crap!" It's like.
Zach's always like, ask Daniela what we should watch. She watches all this smut.
Kilby's like, you're watching smut again, aren't you? I guess I am.
This is smut to the level that Bravo could be smutty.
Okay.
But it's really good because it's the shoes on the other foot, where it's a bunch of women. It's kind of like Charm School with elegant girls.
Oh my God.
Or ladies. Somewhat elegant. There's no real cat fights or anything going on that way. But these guys have all had different experiences. They're on their second marriages or have had failed relationships, and they're, at the top of the food chain in their line of whatever it is that they do. And they're not comfortable going out, and they're sick of apps. And so they're dating this house filled with women, and it's the full elimination process and the whole thing.
I gotta watch it.
Oh my gosh, because I think there's 2 weeks left that we find out who their queens are going to be, and it's pretty interesting. I'm loving every minute of it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, I'll do anything to watch 3 beautiful men for an hour each week. So anyway, but these guys are very interesting to see where they're trajectory is because of having failed relationships. And it's nice to see.
But everybody always says that. They go on Love is Blind. They go on Married at First Sight. I'm tired of dating. Dating is horrible. I just want a nice, normal person that wants to share their life with me. I'm in that place in my life where I'm ready to start a family and share my life with anybody. I don't even care what they look like.
Oh, no, these guys care. I will go on
Married at First Sight. I will go on Love is Blind. I'm just tired of dating. I've had failed relationships. They go on these shows. They get matched up with their perfect match, and somehow I'm not attracted to them. They have idiosyncrasies I'm not into.
This is none of that, which is fascinating. It's not all the women were lovely and beautiful and eye candy. And most of them have like some real contribution to society, and they're catches. Every one of these ladies. There's none that are just like, oh, come on. Like these guys have got it going on, and these girls.
Yeah.
No, they're really, they did a really great job.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
Casting this, the queens are cast very well. And the guys are really have common interests in them.
Okay.
But it's very interesting to see where this goes, because it feels like, aside of Tyson, who is such a player, he's just a player, which is kind of sad in my opinion, because I was hoping he was going to be like super emotional, and now he's all about the eye candy.
Women have probably been throwing themselves at him for so long.
But these are women of substance that might go over his head. He might really still be looking for a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
So, but the rest of the men in this situation are really there with the intention to find their queen,
their life partner.
And it's really good. I really like it.
I got to check it out. The Golden Bachelor's coming back soon too.
Yeah, I don't know about that now. Did you see the new person they cast for it?
Yeah, and he said
he's a jerk.
He said he didn't want women over 6. He didn't want 60-year-olds.
He didn't want fake boobs, false teeth. He had like a whole laundry list. It's like
called the Golden Bachelor.
Has he looked in the mirror?
Yeah,
with those veneers and that fake tan and the whole Botox thing he's got going on. I'm out on him. I'm not. I love Gary. I was obsessed with him. Yeah. He turned out to be a piece of work as well.
He did. Yeah, he sure
and
did.
Now he's dating. Have you seen that he's dating one of the other women?
One of the other women. Yes, I saw that. I know. Yeah. It's so hilarious. I saw a joke the other day that cracked me up so bad, but I would completely butcher it. I wish I could remember. I remember part of it, but I thought it was really funny because it was a man tells his wife, who he's been married to for like 100 years, that he's decided that he is attracted to younger women now, and he's attracted now to his 19-year-old assistant or whatever. And his wife turns around and says, well, okay, yeah, because, you and I are the same age, and I'm also attracted to younger people. And it went on, but I don't remember the joke. But yeah, it's like, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hello.
With you? Yeah. Anyways, is it time for Barb's Bag of Tricks?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm so excited about this new makeup line. Do you know who Mary Phillips is?
Yes.
Okay, so she's this fantastic makeup artist who is she's done everybody. She's been around a long time. She's drop dead gorgeous on top of the fact that she's an incredible makeup artist.
You went in.
But you went in. Well, because one is for you. I always have to do 2. Let me see which one is for
Poor
you.
Zach. To be working the rest of his life.
Zach supports both of us. Here.
The color.
The color is Cowgirl, which
cute.
You'll appreciate.
Yes.
I think it'll be really beautiful on you. But she has
overline or lip pencil.
Yes, so
you're speaking my
she's
language.
about.
By the way, people think all the time that I have lip injections.
I know.
You have lip injections.
I know.
No, I overline.
It's so funny that makeup artist at Smashbox said to me that the white line around your lips is not overlining. That is actually your lip line. So we technically do not overline.
Look at us.
So anyway, Mary Phillips, who is just incredible, she's known for something called underpainting. Do you know what that is?
No.
So her technique and what she's gotten pretty infamous for, she notoriously does Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber, where it's that no makeup look, right? Where you just enhance your beautiful bone structure. And what she does is she contours and highlights before you put your foundation on.
Yeah.
So it's underpainting.
Yeah.
And it's just
I didn't
subtle.
know that that's what it was called. But
I think she's coined that phrase, although I'm sure there are other makeup artists that do it, but I've not seen any do it as well as her. Her line just launched with only not that many SKUs at Sephora, and it's beautifully packaged.
Yeah, it's lovely.
This is the underpainting palette. This is the light one, which you could see I've already dabbled
dug into.
And basically, it is your highlight, your contour, and your cover, and it is so beautiful. It's 3 separate palettes. It comes in this gorgeous compact with a mirror, and her brush, which has the one side to go in and really get your nose and your eyes, and this one to go and do your contour and your larger parts of your face.
That's clever.
But it's so cool because everything is done with a very thin dynamic, so that when you're using it, it's really geared towards making it so easy for our hands.
Yeah.
It's not like big, bulky, and I didn't really realize it until I got her brushes, and even her lipstick, which I don't know if I accidentally left home. These are her lip liners. The lipstick, she calls it a cig stick, and so it's like a cigarette thinness of it. And when you put your lipstick on, it's like aeronomically designed so that it's really easy to manipulate with our hands.
Oh, nice.
And it just kind of takes a little bit of the skill level, makes it a little, makes it a little easier to do.
Cowgirl color. It's
and it's
cute.
all, all natural colors.
Like the Mac Spice.
Yes, it's gorgeous. Yeah. And with the texture, wait till you try the texture of it. Beautiful. And she just did her launch. She's in Sephora, and I love it.
Oh, it's great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So
I love that. Okay, well, I think that does it for this Gab Fest.
Go put on your Mary Phillips lip liner and go watch King's Court.
And use heavy weights while you're doing that too.
Oh, Jesus.
Make it useful. Make your time useful. I'm a multitasker. I will do that. I will watch TV and do my weights.
Actually.
It helps. It helps because
it would really help with
if you're going to sit there and watch TV, you might as well do something.
These men they have some incredible bodies, very inspiring to lift weights.
Inspiration.
There you always give the inspiration, Daniela.
I'm giving inspiration.
Yes, that's what you do.
I am just here for service. All right. Well, make sure you check us out on our socials, Honest AF Show, across the board. And let us know if you think that us doing a live in-person podcast recording is a thing. Should we do it again?
Yes. Actually, we need to tour.
We do need to tour.
I have this all in my brain. We have to do one in New York. We have to do one in Chicago. We must do one in London.
Yeah. And in the south of France.
And France. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's a good idea.
Berlin.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. Until next
time. Prague. All my favorites.
Until next time, you all take care.
Bye. Everybody.
We obviously need to do a disclaimer here, so we want you to know we are not doctors or experts by any stretch of the imagination. We are just a couple of gals that are looking for magical products, procedures, and experiences. And in our quest, we will share our honest as fuck opinions with you. So please make sure before you try anything we talk about that you know your own restrictions and do so at your own risk. Do not blame us for any of your issues. We're just experimenting too.